Hello, everybody. I am here for my 1 hour tea time that I like to do once a month, on usually at the end of the month. And I like to just come on, hang out with my lovely readers, say hello, see what you guys are being up to, and what's going on in your lives. And I will let you know what's going on in my life. If you can hear me or see me, come on aboard and let me know where you're from. Let me know you can hear me okay. And if you can see me, it is November the 30th. It is the last day of the month. Tomorrow is going to be December already, the last day of last month of 2023. Where has this year gone? So if you can see me and hear me, let me know in the comments. Let me know where you're from, and we're gonna have a nice little chat for the next hour, and just let you know what's going on in my life, and then I like to know what's going on in your life. Let me see who's here. We got Sherry Brown is here. Hey Sherry, how are you? Good to see you. Thanks for joining me. We have a couple of you people from the group. I don't see your names, but hello and thank you for joining me. Laura is here. Hey, Laura. Good to see you. You made it. Yay. And Karen is here. You didn't forget, Karen. Good to see you. I was going to give you a little nudge if I didn't see your name, but you're here. Thanks for joining me. And then we have Virgie. Um, Lori says she can see and hear me. That's good to know. And Sherry is all the way in Indiana. Karen, oh, wait a minute. Lori, yes. Karen said, just got home from work. Love the tree. I got started. I put a little tree up. So I'm getting there. It's actually up a lot earlier than normally. One of those, last week before Christmas. I got to get the tree up, got to get the gift wrapped, or go shopping and get some gifts. So I started a little bit earlier. I'm on the ball this year. Another Facebook user, I think you're in my group, which is private. I haven't read your new book because I haven't been wanting to read for a reason. Okay, I'm glad you are joining me. And then we have someone in Texas. Hi, in Texas. Good, you're joining me. And we have another one in Ohio. So, how is everyone doing? I have been so busy. I have got so much going on. I thought I'd give you the rundown here today in my chat. With the holidays coming up, it's a busy time for me to try and do some events and meet readers, hang out with the ones I already know, which is all of you people, you wonderful people, and meet new readers too. So I have a lot of events going on that I'll be giving you the rundown on, and they are all pinned in the featured part of the group, Read More Books. So if you want to keep track of where I'm going to be, a lot of it is next week. I'm doing a lot of the celebrations, a lot of the giveaways and takeovers next week, so I can spend the latter part of the month prior to Christmas getting ready for the holidays, which I tend to put off. I'm in California, as a lot of you know, and it got cold. It is 39 degrees today. I'm supposed to be in sunny California. And today's high is 39 degrees. So it's chilly. And we're supposed to get snow tomorrow. So I'm not sure how much we're going to get, but it'll be the first snow of the season, if we get any. But I like the snow for a little while, as long as it's not too much. Last year we had record snows of like 4 feet. So I'm ready for a little bit of snow, but it is chilly outside. I was going to make a fire today, but I have to leave after this chat and go, as we say, off the hill. I have to pick up some totes. I got some new totes coming in, so I'm going to go pick those up. These are actually a little bit different. These are the trilogy totes, but I'm having them made on canvas bags instead of. I didn't know what the material was in the other bags, but I just want to see what these look like. It's a local person that does this kind of work and give it a go. So I'm excited to get those and see what they look like, and maybe I'll give a few away in the group, and you can tell me what you think too. So that's what I'm doing after this chat. I'm looking at some of these temperatures here. Karen said it was 50 degrees. How do I get to where it show my name? You are in my private group, I'm assuming, or you have to be, which is Read More Books. Now, if you jump over to my author page, it's Tina Hogan Grant Author on Facebook, I will be able to see your name. The reason why is because the group is private, so they won't show me your name, but my author page is public. So there I'll be able to see your name. So you just simply have to exit the group and go to my author page and come back into the chat, and I will see your name. Let me know if you're going to do that, and if it works. It should work. So that's what you need to do. And then we have another one in the group. I hate snow because I'm in a wheelchair and it's hard for me manual. I'm sure it is. That can't be easy. I'm so sorry about that. But I can understand why you wouldn't like the snow or the ice, as a matter of fact. And then we have Cindy here. She says hello. And then Laura says we reach 65 today in Long Beach. Our lows will be low 50s. You're in California and Long Beach. I go down there once a year, Laura, to the Fred Hall show. I love the Fred Hall show. It's always held at Long Beach Convention Center. And I think it's in, I want to say April or May of next year. But I'm always in Long Beach for the Fred Hall show. My son goes, my husband goes, the grandkids go. It's a great family day. So do you ever go to the Fred Hall show? Let me know. Sherry says she loves the first snow. Virgie says was 53 here today after only 23 here. But 23 is cold. It's going to get down in the 20 tonight here in Fraser Park, because if it's a 39 high, it's going to drop. It is. I did have my first fire, though, a couple of weeks ago, because it had gotten cold then. But I was looking at some memory pictures that had come up. You know how they come up on your feed. And this time last year, we were buried in snow. We had a lot of snow this time last year. So far, no snow. But it's getting there. And you know the other thing, too, with this cold weather? I've not seen Toby. I've not seen Toby. You know Toby, my squirrel? I call him my squirrel. But he has not been around for at least 3 weeks. So I miss Toby. I hope he's okay. I've been putting food out, hoping that he shows up. But as of today, he's not been around. So I'm keeping my eye out. The first time I see him and I have my phone handy, I'll snap some pictures and post. But hopefully he is okay. Karen says last year we had no snow. And Tina is here. Hey, Tina, how are you? And also, I tend to text Karen after every time I do a live, because I'm now doing these live chats on my iPad because my poor laptop is on its last leg and it can't keep up with the live uploads or the live video chat. So I'm using this iPad, which is new. I'm actually having fun with it. It's pretty fast. But if I freeze or if I start to break up, I'd love it if you'd let me know. But as of now, this is my third or fourth chat that I've done on the iPad, and it seems to be working fine. So I'm still getting used to it. I try to hide my hand, it's right here. When I try and look on the comments, I'm trying to get used to where the camera is. So it's all new, but I like so far the quality of the video and the fact that I am not breaking up or freezing. So if I happen to start freezing, because I can't tell until after the live chat and I'll play a replay, then I go, oh my God, I froze there. So you are doing wonderful so far. Thank you, Karen. That's good to know. So anyways, Laura says I like chats on the iPad so that I can carry it around. I'm afraid to carry it around. I might trip on something or lose the camera angle. So, but yeah, what's nice about this is that I can move it around and it's very, versatile wherever I want to be. But I do tend to sit still when I'm doing these chats. Janet is here. Hey, Janet. So let me give you a rundown of what's going on. Like I said at the beginning of the chat, tomorrow is December the 1st. We only have one more month of December. One more month of 2023. I just can't believe how fast this year is gone. I feel like I was just celebrating Christmas last year, and here it is again. But let me see. Okay, so today is Thursday. Friday, tomorrow, December the 1st, I'm going to be over in Abbey Road's Dangerous Darlings group. This is a huge event that she does every year. 300 plus authors are going to be over there December the 1st and the 2nd doing giveaways. If you're not a member, I highly suggest you join her group. The link is in the featured parts of my group, Read More Books. And this is a great place to meet new authors, enter some fantastic giveaways for 2 days. I'm scheduled to go tomorrow, so I'll be posting in there tomorrow. And I'll try and get a direct link to that post and put it in my group. But this goes on for 2 days, over 300 plus authors, and they're all doing giveaways. Every single one of them is a giveaway. So I think this is a fantastic event, a great way to meet new authors, hopefully, win a few books here and there. But that's going on tomorrow. I don't have a set time yet for my giveaway. I'm going to post it tonight, and it'll be there sometime tomorrow. It'll be there. But not just my giveaway. Enter, as many giveaways as you can. But be careful with Facebook and the stupid jail thing. I recommend that you go in, comment on a few, and then take a break for 20 minutes, and then go back in and comment on some other ones. Facebook makes it very hard to be social. If you comment too much or like too much, you're going to end up in Facebook jail, and I just don't get it. But anyway, that is tomorrow, and I see some more people are joining us. Barbara is here from Florida, and then we also have Connie here. Hey, Connie, I'm glad you made it. Hello, ladies. And this year has been short and long at the same time. It certainly has. So that is going on tomorrow. And then Saturday, I'm very excited about this event that I'm going to be doing. It's the Jingle Books. This event has been going on for about 8 years, and I am the official host for this year's event. So I'm super excited about this. It's called Jingle Books. It'll be live. I'm giving you my time, 5 o'clock till 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And it'll be in the Jingle Books Facebook group, and it'll also be on YouTube. So this is another exciting event. There's going to be giveaways. There's going to be games. Many authors are going to be appearing live, talking about their books, maybe giving advice over the holidays, depending on what their books are about. Some are children's books, some advice and ideas for kids at Christmas. This is a live event that I'm going to be hosting. I'm super excited about this. And again, the links are in my group in the feature section. So that is on Saturday, December the 2nd. Are you writing all this down? I can't believe how much I've got going on. Let me see. Can you see my name now? I don't know if I did it right. I do not. You're still in my group, it seems like. If you go out of the group and just go onto your Facebook and go into search and just do Tina Hogan Grant author, and my page should come up. Karen, if you're available, are you able to post the link of my author page into the comments for her? If she clicks on that, it should take her right to this chat, I'm thinking. I know, Karen, I always put you on the spot. But if you're able to do that, that might help her. But you need to go to my author page. Let's see. I like what, yes, ma'am. Thank you. You're the best, Karen. I appreciate it. I like what Barbara says. I have my calendar marked for each event. I love it, love it. Cindy says you are busy. I am busy, but I like to keep busy. It keeps me out of trouble. And then, okay, so that was Saturday. And then Monday, our event, I call it our because you are all in my group. Our event begins in the Read More Books Facebook group. This is a 5-day event. We've been doing this every year, and it is so much fun, and it's growing every time we do this. And I have to give a shout out to Karen Wright, because she has been phenomenal helping me with this event. She has organized the post for the authors that are going to be featured on the event. She has just helped me tremendously with this event. So thank you, Karen. But this event starts December the 4th, which is Monday, and we're going to be kicking it off Monday evening at 5 o'clock with I'm doing a live chat with 5 other authors. You know how I do my Monday chats? With just one-on-one author. This is going to be 5. This would be, I think, the 3rd year I've been doing this. 3rd or 4th, I can't remember. But there's going to be 6 of us total, including me. We're all going to be gathered together, and we're going to be talking about, what we're doing for the holidays, our traditions that we like to do, gifts, recipes, funny stories that we remember, anything that comes to mind regarding the holidays. So this will be a lot of fun. And the authors that are going to be joining me is Beth Wurzel. I think you know all of these ladies. Beth Wurzel will be joining me. Maria Henriksen is going to join me. Luana Foos, Suzanne Samedi, and my husband Gordon. So we're all going to sit down and have a fun chat. It'll last probably an hour, maybe go over a little bit. And there'll be giveaways. Every author is going to be doing a giveaway. So I will announce the winners live during the show. Instead of, like I do on my regular chats, we're just going to announce the winners on the regular show. And I highly recommend if you can, it doesn't matter. We'll still pick, if it's that you can go on my author page, so we'll see your names for that chat. If you happen to be in the group, it's okay. I'm going to tell the authors if you want to pick a Facebook user, they can just click on one, and that will be the user. You just reveal your name. But that'll be Monday evening, 5 till 7, 5 for an hour till 6, but probably going a little bit over. And we will have 6 winners because there'll be 6 of us. So there'll be 6 giveaways during that. That'll be a lot of fun. Ashley says, I hope I'm home because I'm having my daughter's 10th birthday party. Oh, happy birthday to your daughter, 10 years old. Oh, to be 10 again. Happy birthday to her. I hope you can make it. And Karen did it. So thank you, Karen. I appreciate it. You're the best. She says you're welcome. So that is the kickoff for our event. And then on Tuesday and Wednesday is the 2 days of giveaways. And for two whole days, 75 plus authors, I believe, are coming into the group. And they will be posting their giveaways, talking about their books and whatever they want to do, sharing links for 2 days. And then on Thursday, December the 7th, that'll be an all day of the winners being announced. So the authors will come back in and they would choose their winners and announce them in the group. So that'll be on December the 7th. And then Friday, December the 8th, which is the last day of our event, is my Bonanza giveaway. And this is what I've been doing every year for a few years. And it's basically my way of saying thank you to the group and for your support and the wonderful members in the group. And I do a giveaway every 30 minutes all day long. So that's going on Friday, December the 8th. And it's simple questions to answer related to the holidays in order to be entered. But that's going on. And that will be our holiday event. So that's exciting. And that starts Monday. So I hope a lot of you can join. If not all of them, some of the events in the group. And because of the event going on in the group, we have a lot of new members. We're growing, which is exciting. We're almost up to, I think, 4,000 members. I started this group in, I think 4 years ago. 4 years ago. And I know many of you here have been here since day one. I know Virgie Lane has been. She's been here since day one. And I know a few others have been here from day one. And this group is like a second home to me. I mean, I go in there. I love to hang out with you guys. I love to chit chat with you, see what's going on. I ask throughout the week, what do you have planned? What are you up to? And it just feels like family. It's a group that has great vibes and everyone gets along, and it's just a fun group. And thank you everyone for making it what it is. The only thing that's changed is that we now monitor the posts that are coming to the group. Me or Karen approves them, and sometimes it does take a while. She's at work, I'm working, but we do get to them. And the reason we're doing that is to prevent spam, because Facebook will flag a group if it gets too much spam. And we were getting spam for a while. And the only way to stop that is to monitor the posts that are coming in and to make sure that it's not someone spamming the group. Because the last thing we want is for the group to get red flagged by Facebook and then shut us down. Because if they shut us down, there's no more Read More Books. And that would be horrible or terrible. Horrible. So thank you for your patience when it comes to submitting a post to the group. And like I said, sometimes it might take an hour or two, but we get there. We do. And Karen's doing a great job on monitoring the posts when I'm not around. So thank you. Thank you for that. Ashley says, most of the authors you have mentioned, I've never heard of. That's good. That's a good thing, because you'll get to meet new authors, and hopefully in a genre that you enjoy reading, or maybe a genre you've been wanting to try. So meeting new authors is good. When I do these live chats, many of the authors I do not know. They reach out to me and say, I'd like to be on your show. And I put them on the calendar, and I just enjoy sitting down with them one-on-one and, learning their history of, what got them into writing, what inspired their story, what inspired their books, and their writing habits. So I love meeting new authors. And when you guys ask the questions too, it's just, I just love it. So, and the chats are doing really well. I'm actually booked 6 months in advance. So that's a good thing. People want to be on the show. And for the life of me, I can't remember who the next author is going to be. But I will reveal that soon when I have reached out to them. And I'll be putting that in the calendar too. So that was the, what was I saying? Okay, that was the event for us in our group. That ends Friday, December the 8th. And then also on December the 8th in the evening, I'm going to be doing a 2-hour takeover in Southern Sisters group reading book. That is hosted by Stephanie Edwards. So I will be there after our event in the evening between 4 and 6 my time. I think that's what, 7 and 9 Eastern. Anyways, that will be on Friday, December the 7th. And again, I'll be doing some giveaways for that one. And then on Saturday, the day after, December the 9th, I will be in Anne Perot's group, Inspirational Reads. And that is between 3 and 7. I'll be in her group doing her Christmas event, my time again, 3 till 7, which is 6 till 10. I've got to do my math here. That is Saturday. Let's see. Okay. I think we're almost there. It's Monday. Oh, I have it here. December the 10th is my next cuppa and a natter. And that will be on a Monday. And that is with a British author, Simon Worrell. He's going to be joining us all the way from England. So I think it's going to be at 2 o'clock in the morning for him. So this will be an interesting chat because if I remember correctly, he's from Leeds. I used to work in Leeds. So we got something in common here. And I'll be asking him about Leeds and where I used to live. And my mother used to live in Leeds. So that's going to be a good chat. Simon Worrell, all the way from England, will be joining us on Monday, December the 10th for my cuppa and a natter. So I'll be posting details about that. And then my final event for the holidays is Friday, December the 15th. And I will be in Beth Wozel's group, the Banter Reading Group. And she is doing a Christmas event, and I'll be doing some not takeovers, giveaways in that group. So that is my calendar for the holidays. I would be posting, I think I have posted most of them, in the group, in the features section, and on my author page. And every day prior to it or the day of, I will post a link. So you can just click on the link and find me. So I got a busy few weeks coming up. Panda, hey Panda, how are you? This sounds like fun. Love your decorations. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Virgie says you have a busy month. I do. Elaine is here. Hey Elaine, good to see you. She sent me pictures. She's building a library with bookshelves and a nice chair. I told her I was so jealous. She sent me some pictures. Elaine, it looks fantastic. I want to see the finished project, but what you've done so far looks really good. So congratulations on that. How cool is that? After says, I love the way it is in the background and I love your tree. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, we love our house. We built this ourselves. We love wood, obviously. But thank you so much. This is where I do all of my chats. It's just very comfortable here at the kitchen counter with a nice background in the background. So I appreciate that. Thank you. Elaine says thank you. So I'm going to ask you guys some questions now. Now that you know what I'm doing for Christmas, and I started a little bit with the Christmas tree here. I haven't started any shopping yet. I really have no clue on what to buy anyone. I'm at a loss. I have no idea what to buy Gordon. I have no idea what to buy the grandkids. The grandkids are at that age. One is 12 and the other one is 8. And it's like, what are these boys into? I mean, I asked Mark, what do these boys need? And he's like, nothing. It's like, what am I going to buy these boys for Christmas? I swear. It gets harder and harder every year. My son is easy. He gets gift cards. If I give him a Home Depot gift card, he's set. He's happy. And then my daughter-in-law, I have no clue. So I'm stumped, as of now, what to buy people in the family. So I don't know yet. But it's the grandkids that are the hardest. They're just at that age where I honestly don't know what to get them. And I mean, people say gift cards, yes, but they're still 12 and 8. I want to see them open up, presents. So I haven't made a decision yet. But how about you guys? I'm going to open up the chat here and tell me if you've started your Christmas shopping. Are you almost done? Do you have any ideas well, you can't really say what you're buying for people because, someone might see it, but how are you coming along with your Christmas plans? Did you have your tree up yet? Have you decorated yet? What's going on with your plans? Let's open up some chat here, and I'm going to click on some of the comments. Tina, I'm almost done. A lot of you are like on the ball here. Karen is almost done. Tina, I've got half of my shopping done. Ashley says, my daughter is picky, so I have a hard time. I just ask her what she wants. I might end up doing that with the grandkids. I'm just stumped. My son's no help. He's absolutely no help. So let's see. We've got Renee says, I got all my grandchildren a boomerang orb. Okay, what is a boomerang orb? I've never heard of that. So you're going to have to fill me in on that one. I thought about getting the grandkids a drone, but apparently they have one. So that's out. Lori says, I got most of my husband gifts on Cyber Monday. Tina says, started but not done yet. I've not even started. Laura says, the trees are up and all decorating done. Now it's time to bake. That's one thing I do look forward to. I love to bake every year with the grandkids. That's something we've been doing since, well, Luke is 8, and we've done it, I think, almost every year since he was a baby. But I absolutely love baking cookies, and we go all out. The oven is turned on like at 8 o'clock in the morning, and it is going all day long. All day long, the oven is on. We make all kinds of cookies, and then we buy the cans and the tissue paper and box them up for family members. But the boys love doing that. We have a decorating session. We make variety kinds, and then my grandson James, the oldest, will find a few new recipes to try each year, which is a lot of fun. He loves to cook. He actually goes to cooking school. He loves cooking. Every time he comes up, whether it's Christmas or not, we have a special cookbook here, and he picks a recipe out every time, and I let him bake it. I'll do the dishes, but he's on his own when it comes to cooking. He loves cooking, which is fantastic, and we have a fun time. So that's something we're looking forward to, and I think they're coming up not this weekend, but the weekend after. So that'll be our cooking time. I better get my kitchen cleaned up for that one. But yeah, they'll be here a week from this weekend. Let's see. Cindy says, I feel like Scrooge, no decorations yet. I got a tree, so don't worry about it. I mean, last year, I think my decorations went up 3 days before Christmas. So, Cindy, don't feel bad. It all depends on what we're doing. I was so busy last year, it just crept up on me. Elaine says, we're finishing the tree this week. Virgie says, my Christmas wish and prayer has been for my oldest grandson. He has come a long way, and hopefully we can all get together for Christmas. I truly hope so, Virgie. That would be such a blessing. The news you shared with me is just fantastic, and he's always in my thoughts and prayers. And you're right, he has come a long way. And give him a big hug from me. I think he's an amazing kid, and every picture you showed me, he's got a smile on his face. With what he's gone through, he's always got a smile on his face. So you have to be one proud grandmother. You have every reason to be. Laura says, get them custom. Oh, that's a good idea. I never thought about that. Custom aprons and spatulas. I'll have to look into that. I like that. And maybe a hat, too. Get him a chef's hat. That'll be fun. Okay. It is a flying, glowing ball. Oh, the orb. That will come back to them, or they can throw it to others. Huh. I've never heard of such a thing. I'll have to look this up. And I'm sure it sounds like it must be multicolored. I'm going to have to look that up. That might be a fun gift, as long as it doesn't go through my window. Let's see. I'm just going through the comments here. Let's see. Hold on a second. Okay, I've seen pictures of your grandson cooking, and he loves it too. I love it when they cook and they take an interest in this, because they are really good. I think your grandson is the same age as mine, 12, and I can just leave him alone in the kitchen, and everything he's cooked just turns out brilliant. Cindy says, thank you for the encouragement. You are so welcome. You are so welcome. Hub has shoulder replaced today, so no tree this year. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope he has a speedy recovery. Give him a hug from us and the rest of the group. And Heather is here. Hi from Gemma and I. Hi, Gemma. And so glad you joined me. And I hope you guys are doing well. And Gemma, I hope you have a good Christmas this year. It's good to have you guys join me. I'm just clicking on a few comments. I don't want to put this one. It's kind of long, but I'm going to put it up. Panda says this year is different for me, being due to a lot of medical bills. I started later than I want to. My kids are adult, and my grandsons are 9 and 7. So like you, they don't need anything. So I'm getting Starbucks cards for the grandson with a few wrapped ideas after taking them with me, and food cards for my daughter and son-in-law. My sons are done down to co-workers, husband, and friend. Then I can bake and make homemade food. Sounds like a plan to me. That sounds perfect. That sounds really good. Thanks, Panda. Let's see who else is here. Carrie says we do my tree on December the 14th. My birthday. My parents have been doing that since I love it. December the 14th is your birthday. So happy birthday for December the 14th. And that the fact that your tree goes up on your birthday, I absolutely love that. My son's birthday is the 29th, and I always ensured that it was separated, even though the Christmas tree is always up for his birthday. I made sure that we had a birthday cake and everything. We didn't just involve it, wrapped it around Christmas, like happy Christmas and birthday. So we always try to separate that. He had a birthday party, he had a birthday cake, but his is the 29th, and mine is New Year's Eve. And that's coming up. And we'll do something in the group for that too. That is New Year's Eve is my birthday. Ah, my goodness, another birthday already coming up. Karen says, personalizationmail.com gives you, oh, hold on a second. I'm going to write this down because I would never find it in the comments again after I close the chat. I'm writing it down right now. I'm going to check that out. Thank you for that, Karen. See, I can always rely on you. Lisa's here. Hi, Lisa. Been setting up for an Operation Home Fund event all day. Tired, and the event starts at 8 tomorrow. Oh, wow, you've been busy. I hope it goes well tomorrow and everything falls into plan. So that is good. Okay, so everyone is on the ball for this holiday. Ashley says we don't put a tree up because we go to my mom's. And there you go. That works. That works. Well, you guys are on the ball. Everyone is almost there with Christmas, with the Christmas shopping. Got your decorations going up. So good job, guys. Good job. I will get on the ball with my shopping. Now that I have my calendar, sorry for my hand there, my calendar organized, I know what I'm doing. Now I can start thinking about gifts. So that will be on my agenda next. Okay, so let's see how we're doing for time. We're doing good. We're doing good. I just want to give you a little insight on now that you know what I'm doing for the holidays. I'm going to give you some insight on what I've been writing and what's going on with that. And I always like to do a little live read and just read a little excerpt from my book. I actually thought about it and I read the chapter because I've never done it before. I started a new book. You all know that. No title yet. Still getting to know the characters. And I thought, well, maybe I'll read the first chapter of the book that I'm writing. And then I read it and go, no, I mean, it reads okay, but it's so rough. It's so raw. Maybe one time I would do that, but no, I'm not going to do it. I'm sorry, but that was a little tease, wasn't it? But the story, it is moving slow. One of the reasons is because I have so much other stuff going on, especially organizing for Christmas. Normally, I like to write, at least 1,000 words a day, 5 days a week. Weekends I leave open, and I'm lucky if I'm getting in 2 days a week of writing. And I've been writing maybe when I do write, it's anywhere from 800 to 1,500 words in those 2 sessions. So I'm nowhere up to what I call my standards of writing, but I tell myself, you've got too much going on. You can't write and do all these activities all at once. So I'm giving myself a little break. I am writing when I have the time. I am on, I think, chapter 15 of the new book. And it's interesting. I wish I had a title for this book, but I just don't know it yet. But Patricia and Bryce are the main characters in this book. Patricia has a lot of issues that I'm discovering. I just wrote a chapter last week, and this one just came from nowhere. Um, and it really surprised me. But she is dealing with a lot of issues, and she's a very lonely person, I've discovered. So, anyway, that's what I'm working on. I really don't have any kind of release date or any title yet for this book. I think after the holidays, when I get back into writing every single day, 5 days a week, I'll be able to set a goal of when I want the first draft done. And then I'll know from then when the release date will be. And still, as of now, I do not have um, any idea whether this will be a standalone or a series. That is yet to be discovered or determined, should I say. So that is what's going on with my writing. Renee says, I'm excited about your new book. Thank you, Renee. I am too. I really enjoy, number one, writing something new and different plots, different. And I really don't know what genre this is. That's another thing, too. But as the story unfolds, then it will come to me, or the story will tell me. But I'm really enjoying meeting these new characters. The names are getting some. I was writing one chapter a few weeks back, and then I read it back, and all of a sudden, it was Savannah, who's one of the daughters, and halfway through the chapter, I switched her name to Claire. The Sabella series is still in my head, so I had to quickly correct that. So, but I really am enjoying getting to know these new characters and their hobbies, their habits, their lifestyles, and also writing in a new part of the United States, because the Sabella series took part in California, which I know very well. I live here. So to write a story out of my, out of my realm is new too, because it's in New York, it's in Connecticut and Alaska. These are places I've never been to. So, New York I have, but I was in my teens when I went to New York. So it's a lot different nowadays. So yeah, it's enjoyable. I'm actually having a good time. I really am. Renee says it might be a multi-genre. You never know until your characters. Exactly. So I am just letting them lead the way. As many of you know, I do not plot any of my books. I tried it once, didn't work for me, and I just let the characters lead the way, and that's how I write. And it works for me, and it works for my characters. Elaine says, I'm excited to read this new book. I'm excited to bring it to you. Hopefully not. Hopefully you won't have to wait too long. Once I get the holidays behind me, I will be able to knuckle down and, I wouldn't say write at a faster pace, but write more regularly, like 5 days a week instead of just two. Like I didn't write today. Yesterday I wrote for about an hour and a half, and I think I did 750 words, and then the time before that was 4 days prior. So yeah, it's frustrating for me because I do want to sit down and write, but I do have other things I'm obligated to do. So I will be happy when, I'm not saying I don't enjoy Christmas, but I'll be happy when I get my regular schedule back and produce more of my book. But I'll get there. Tina said we have a busy month with our anniversary. Happy anniversary and birthdays, all in December. Oh wow, you do have a busy month. Well, happy anniversary and happy birthday to the three in your family. And the other thing I'm excited about, and I really wish a lot of you were closer because I really, really would love to meet all of you. But I booked yesterday a booth at the LA Book Festival. I'm going to be attending next year's LA Book Festival. It's one of the biggest book events on the West Coast. It's held at USC, and I'm super excited about this. It's in April, and it is free to anybody that wants to come. But it's a huge, huge event, and I've been wanting to do it for a couple of years, and I finally got on board this year. So I'm super excited about this. But I will be posting pictures from it. And if you're in California, especially Southern California, like Laura, come see me at the LA Book Festival in April. Of course, I'll be posting prior to that. But anyone in the Southern California area, it's in April. And I think it might, don't quote me on this, you have to look it up. But it's like maybe the April the 15th. It's on a Saturday. It's an all-day event. And it is huge. I believe they have 300 vendors. So this is something I'm really, really looking forward to, something I've been wanting to do. And then next year, I'm going to try and do some out of state um, events. I tend to, well, I've always been in California doing the events. I did 2 Christmas festivals last week and the week before. So I'm going to try and venture out of California and see if I can get some events, maybe in your state. I'll have to connect with some of you and see if you have any nice local bookstores that would like to have an author from California come sign and have a book event. So I'm going to be talking about that after the holidays and trying to see if I can do some outdoor events. That will be wonderful to do. Panda, I live in Illinois, and meeting authors is something we don't get a lot of chance to meet. Our closest bookstore is in Davenport, Iowa. Oh, wow, 2 hours away. Or Chicago. Yeah, I live in a small town, Panda, so I know what you mean. We have a couple of indie bookstores in the next town over, Pine Mountain Club, and I have my books in there and another one, but the nearest biggest town is 40 miles away. Barnes and Noble does have my books, which is great. They have them in person at the Bakersfield one and the Ventura one. But yeah, we don't have a local bookstore, and I miss those. The LA Book Festival is 2 hours away. That's not bad. I mean, I can do that. But I do want to try and venture out of California and meet some readers in other states. I would just love that. So that is what's going on. I think what I'm going to do now, if you would like, I thought about just reading a little excerpt from my latest book, Dream Big. This one right here. This is the book 8 in the Sabella series. Many of you have read this, I know, and I try to read just a little excerpt from a book each time I do a live with you. But I try and read, especially in the series, something that doesn't give too much of the story away. Because if you're like me, you like to read from the beginning, book 1, Slater, and then all the way through to book 8. So I picked just a short little chapter in here that doesn't give too much away, but gives a little insight to the story, a little insight to my writing. If you've never read any books, and it's just fun to read to you guys. So that's what I'm going to do. And what I picked was chapter 7. And it's, a lot of you know that it's about the honeymoon for Slater and Sabella. But they're going to go to Catalina, but this is prior to the honeymoon. I guess you would say, how can I put this? Just their plans to get away, what they have to do in order to get away. And one of them is find sitters for the kids. So this chapter kind of deals with that, but it just doesn't give too much away for the series. So this is chapter 7. For the next hour, I kept picking up my phone, making sure it wasn't muted or that I hadn't missed a call from my mom. And whenever I walked around the house, I made sure I had my phone with me and not let it out of my sight. Nothing yet? Slater asked, coming down the stairs after taking a shower. I shook my head. Nope. The one time I really need to talk to my mom and she's not home. Go figure. Scotty was curled up next to me on the couch, watching cartoons. I leaned in and kissed the top of his head. Hey, buddy, it's bedtime. Scotty kicked his feet. No, I want to watch this, he whined. Slater intervened and placed his hands on Scotty's knees, preventing him from moving his legs. Hey, buddy, what have I told you about talking back? You have school tomorrow. Now, come on. Stabby said it was bedtime. He held out his hand. Let's go. I'll tuck you in. Scotty threw his head back against the couch in the tantrum. But I want to watch this. It's almost over. Slater gave him a hard stare and took his hand. His voice was firm when he spoke. Scotty, it's bedtime. Now let's go, he insisted, pulling Scotty off the couch. Scotty folded his arms and puckered his lip as he stormed across the living room. Fine, but I'm not tired. Slater chuckled. Just recently, Scotty had been resisting bedtime, and Slater had to be the aggressive one, fighting the battle with him. He turned and smiled at him. Here we go again. I'll be down in a minute. I nodded. Have fun. As I checked my phone again. Nothing. Damn it, Mom, will you please call me? I mumbled to myself. After making a cup of decaf coffee, I returned to the couch and changed the channel to a home decorating channel. Within minutes of putting up my feet and resting my head on a pillow, my phone rang. I jumped up and looked at the screen on my phone. I saw it was my mom. Finally, I said, picking up the phone. Mom, where have you been? I called you almost 2 hours ago. Lorenzo and I went out for dinner. We just got home. Is everything okay? And why the urgency, Sabella? Are the twins okay? A rush of guilt suddenly flooded me, realizing how abrupt and short my messages had been that I'd left on her phone. I'm so sorry, Mom. Everything's fine. I didn't mean to worry you. So what's going on? I took a deep breath, wishing I was speaking to her in person. I know this is short notice, Mom, and I will understand if you can't do it. But Slade and I have pushed up our honeymoon sooner and wanted to know if you'd still be able to watch the kids. That's fabulous. I always thought you were waiting too long. When are you leaving? I hesitated. In 3 days, but that's only if you're able to babysit. Wow, that is short notice. I was expecting you to say in 2 weeks or something, my mom said, unable to hide the surprise in her voice. I know, Mom, but we went over to Claire's house this afternoon. I quickly changed the subject and became excited. There's another thing I haven't told you yet. Scotty's final adoption papers arrived. We went to Claire's to pick them up. I smiled and held my chest. I'm officially his mom. My mom gasped. Oh, Sabella, that's wonderful. Is that why you've changed your honeymoon dates? Were you waiting for them? No, Mom, it was Claire's idea, and it made a lot of sense. I don't know why we didn't think of it sooner. She made a good point when we told her that Slater put a bid for our first big... Let me start again. When we told her that Slater had put in a bid for our first big contract, which is supposed to start early next year. If he gets the job, he may not be able to take time off in June, which is when we're supposed to go on our honeymoon. Claire made a good point, and I have to agree with her, my mom replied. So what do you say, Mom? Can you watch the kids? I asked eagerly. Of course I can, sweetie. I'm retired now. My time is my own, and I know Lorenzo would love the idea too. We'll start packing tomorrow. I squealed into the phone. Thank you, Mom. I love you. Why don't you come over on Sunday night, the day before we leave? We can spend the night together. I'll cook dinner and we can go over everything. Sounds great. Did you really think I'd say no? They're my grandbabies. What grandmother would say no to that? My mom laughed. I matched her laugh. That's exactly what Claire said. After ending the call, I released a huge sigh of relief and searched for a pad and pen to begin my list. After finding none downstairs and anxious to put pen to paper, I raced upstairs to the office and found one on the desk. Without wasting a moment, I took a seat and began writing out my list. Oblivious to my surroundings and writing with speed, trying to get my thoughts down quickly, Slater startled me as he entered the office. Why are you working so late? He asked. His brow furrowed. I looked up and grinned. I'm not working. I'm writing a list. Slater walked over to where I sat and peered over my shoulder. A list for what? I leaned back in my chair and gave him a huge smile. A list for our honeymoon. Slater's jaw dropped. You talked to your mom? And she said yes. I nodded, my smile still prominent. Yep, she sure did. They'll be here Sunday night. I'll cook dinner and we can play games with the kids. Have a real family night, then go over everything before we leave Monday morning. I'm so excited. Slater stood before me as I remained seated and leaned in, his hands resting on the arms of my chair. I can't wait to get you alone, he whispered, kissing me tenderly on the lips. Hurry up Monday. I leaned forward and kissed him back. The feeling is mutual. There you go. That is a short chapter from Dream Big, the latest book, or rather the latest and final book in the Sabella series. And I'm going to be giving a copy of the book away. If you've read it and there's a book that you're missing from my collection, you can pick another book. But I will be giving one away from one of you that is watching me live. So I'll announce that in the group later this evening. Tina says, sounds great. Thank you for reading, Barbara J. Miller. You know what I have to do? I was thinking, because I always like to, take a few minutes, of course I have to figure out what I'm going to read. And I need to read book 1 of the Sabella series. It's been 3 or 4 years since I wrote that book. And I think the next time I do a live read, I'm going to just read maybe the first chapter of that book. It's been so long since I've read that book. And that's another reason why I like to do these live reads, because it brings me back to my work. And especially when I haven't, a book that I had not written in a few years, it feels good to just open up the book and, read the words I wrote a few years back. So I'm thinking maybe next time I do a live chat, a solo one, I'm going to read from Slater, chapter 1. Elaine says, I love this book. Laura says, sounds great. Panda, I've not got a chance to read any of them. They all sound good. Thank you so much, Panda. I hope you get a chance to someday. I hate my hand in front of this camera. I'm sorry. Then we have another one just joined us. Hello. She's in the group. But hello, and thank you for being here. I do enjoy these live chats. I really do, talking to you one-on-one. when I do them with an author, I try to focus just on the author. So this gives me a chance to just catch up with all of you guys and see how you're all doing. And it just dawned on me, other than the chats I'm doing in our event with the 6 other authors, and also my Monday cuppa and natter with what was his name? Simon Wallow on the December 10th. I'm not going to have a solo chat until after the holidays. I'll probably be able to get one in prior to the new year, but by then Christmas will have passed. So I want to just make a personal Merry Christmas to you all in person in my live chat, and that you have a wonderful holiday. Enjoy the family, enjoy the grandkids, enjoy the kids, whoever you're spending your holidays with, and eat lots of food and be merry. Because I won't be able to have a solo chat with you until after the holidays. So I do want to make sure I get that out to you. After he says, I wish I could win, but the Kindle version because I could win, but the Kindle version because it's kind of hard for me to read an actual book. If you are the winner, Ashley, you are more than welcome to any of my giveaways. And I should put that in my giveaways that if you prefer the Kindle version of any of my books, if you're a winner, feel free to just request it. That is no big deal. In fact, I should start posting that when I do a giveaway. You can choose from a paperback or a Kindle. I just don't, for whatever reason, mention Kindles in my giveaways, but that is always an option because I take it for granted that, because I read paperbacks, most people want a paperback, but I will start putting that in my giveaways because it's always been an option that if you prefer Kindle on my books, that is totally fine. So if you're ever a winner, whether it be for this giveaway or any other of my giveaways, and I haven't stated that you could choose a Kindle, feel free to request it. So that is not a problem at all. So I'm putting that out there for anyone, not just Ashley. But if I don't happen to mention it in my giveaways, a Kindle is always an option for you when it comes to my giveaways. So this one is a signed paperback of Dream Big or the Kindle. If you've read this one, if you have a copy of this one, then I always say you can choose any other book from my collection. And that can be from the Sabella series, or it can be from the Tammy Mellows trilogy. There are now, even though it's a trilogy, there's now 5 books in there. There's First Fall, which is the prequel, and Ways and Memories, which is the short story collection. So the first 3 books, or either one of those. So keep that in mind. I'm probably not going to announce the winner until I get back from Bakersfield. I got to leave to go to Bakersfield right after this chat. It's going to take me a couple of hours. So when I get home, I'll announce the winner for that one. So everybody, I am going to be signing out. I love doing these chats. You guys are fantastic. I love the support you give me and the way you keep the group active and just like a big community. And I will see you in there soon. All of you have a safe and wonderful holiday. I know it's still early, but I want to just wish you in person on my chat. And I will see you in the group. Everyone have a wonderful night. Be safe and take care. Good night, everybody. And thank you. Good night.